Commander PJ reporting in with log entry number 4. Today on Elite Dangerous we are actually running the beta server, so you got some new planet trains and stuff like that I will show off at a later date. Today however we're off on a little excursion to go and find a mega ship. Yes, one of the large fabled ships that are dotted around the galaxy. We're going to go and find the Samson. Now the Samson is a sort of haulage freight one, a very large ship. We're going to go out there and have a quick look and see what it's all about. So for you newer players, this is another thing to go and take a peek at. Let's switch over to that footage. Before we head over to the Samson however, I am going to change from the Type 6 freight vessel that I'm currently running around in. I'm going to go and purchase an Eagle, which is a small attack fighter. I thought it might be quite a useful thing to have. There's normally a lot of other players in the vicinity of the mega ships. Obviously you can loot some of them, etc. So I'm going to go and buy an Eagle. Nice cheap disposable ship again, like very much my Type 6 is. If it gets blown up, the insurance cost to rebuy it with all its mods shouldn't be very high at all. Once again, if you're a new player you won't have endless credits, so you're going to need to worry about insurance costs. So we'll pop in and buy an Eagle. First thing I'm going to do to it is docking computer, because I'm lazy. I like to be able to just click dock and something dock. Extended jump range, critical if you're going to go out there and find one of these mega ships. And a few other bits and bobs, maybe an extra weapon. There's normally an extra weapon slot on the Eagle, so it comes with 2 pulse lasers, might add something else to it. And we're also going to need an upgraded power plant, otherwise when you put weapons on, it's not going to have enough power, it's going to start shutting down. So we'll dock here, go by the Eagle before we continue. You will notice some ships docked in this station that aren't in the main game yet. The one to the left there that we quickly take a peek at in a moment is one of the highly prized new ones, and would like one myself. Simply can't afford it at the moment. Much more trading to do on that front, unfortunately. So let's just skip forward here now to the Eagle itself. Okay, so let's have a quick browse through the cheaper ships, and there's your Eagle, 44,800 credits. Very poor jump range though. Does have a spare hard point, like I say, for weapons. None of these other ones, as nice as they are, I could afford. I need to do considerable amount of courier jobs, etc. to get the money for those. So we go back to the Eagle here, purchase that, and like I say, install some modifications. Now, without the extended jump drive, I must stress you probably won't be able to get very far. So if you do nothing else, make sure you spend some money on upgrading the jump drive, and also a fuel scoop. You're going to need a fuel scoop. Some of these ships, these mega ships, are quite far out in space and there won't be anywhere to dock to refuel, so you will find yourself stranded with no fuel. Make sure you at least get a fuel scoop. Okay, so let's switch over to where I go into the region of the Samson. And here we are at the Samson. Now, the scale of these things when you're up close in your cabin like this is hard to appreciate. Later on in this shot I'll sort of get the exterior camera going and zoom out so you can realise how big the Eagle is compared to this. Now the Eagle isn't a big spaceship, no, but the size of this thing is massive. Now on a lot of these ships you can scan them with your data link scanner, and it will highlight secondary contacts for you to scan, such as cargo hatches, turrets, data links, etc. This particular ship unfortunately didn't have that, which is a shame because I did bring some hatch breaking limpets along with me, and I was going to try and pick up just a couple of bits from it. Be warned though, that is a felony. You will get shot upon there by the, as you can see, weapons that are attached to these mega ships, and also you will get the enforcement agency send normally 3 or 4 vessels out to intercept you, so not a good thing really. I was looking here for sub targets, as you can see, none available unfortunately, but yeah, if we just zoom out, I'm just going to skip over to that for you now. There we go. Now there's my little Eagle. Like I say, not a big ship, but look at the size of this thing. Now the legend is these things are out there a very long time. They've been in space for a long time, and they're just making their way slowly across the galaxy. But they're a sight to see. They're all in different shapes and sizes. all different ones. You can get science ones, freight ones like this, a few other bits and bobs to have a look at. And what I'll do, I'll leave a list of all the ones I know of that you can actually get from the Elite Dangerous website. I'll leave a list in the comments below, in the description rather, not the comments, of all the ones I know of. So you can sort of type one into your search and go and find it, go off and explore to your heart's content. Like I say, there is a lot, and unfortunately this one didn't have any sub-targets for us to have a look at. But can you see the speck that is my ship now? That is one big ship. As you've probably noticed already, there are a lot of other players here. There's a lot of weapons going off here, there and everywhere. That's normally through people, you know, like I say, trying to steal cargo and stuff like that. In fact, I've just heard weapon signature there. Somebody's flying away over the top there. But this is certainly something interesting to do for newer players of Elite Dangerous. And with that, this is Commander PJ, signing off.